Welcome to the DK His, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DK His, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because you know we be shoving it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. Hey y'all, what's up? So we're here to finally talk about it. I've been wondering, but I just kind of like let it go because I knew like at the right time, like it would show itself or whatever. But if you don't know, if you haven't heard, a while back, David Chappelle ran amok. A black, powerful man like David Chappelle run a motherfucking amok. And people didn't really know why. Like, we knew it was something going on behind the scenes that he didn't want to get out there, but he ran amok. Okay. And allegedly, the streets are talking. Allegedly, he's talked and put it out there of why he was acting like he was. And to be honest, that would have made me want to run amok too, bro. Like, people be playing with your top in certain areas or certain places, especially when they think they have a hold on you and they expect you not to do anything and just sit there and take it. Like, that's crazy, but that's the reality we live in sometimes. Like, it's crazy. And so I'm going to get into this story per T gang, and we're going to just talk about it and discuss it because I feel like the world needs to know. The world needs to know. And a lot of this is not coming up. Okay. So, yeah, let's get into why Dave Chappelle, he didn't really say that's why he went amok, but he was telling the story, and that's what I'm assuming part of the reason, if not the reason, he went amok, because I haven't heard anything else. Okay. And just thankfully, I'm able to see the things that I see and hear the things that I hear in these AT&T streets. You feel me? Okay. Alleged per T. Yeah, gang. So apparently he was doing a very publicized show, right? A very, very publicized show right before he went AWOL, right? Right before he went left. Like, even had his name and his brand in the show, in the title, in the thing, and he was well known. Like, people knew him. Like, he was the mother freaking Sugar Honey and Iced Tea in comedy at that time. People was not really playing with him, and he wasn't really playing with nobody else. But apparently people was actually playing with him. People was actually playing with his mother freaking top. And I'm just here to kind of talk about it because I feel like it hasn't really been talked about, and a lot of people may not know this. Like, I didn't really know, but I knew like it was something back in those Atlanta streets of, crazy land, alleged crazy land, right? And I don't mean ATL. Be freaking for real. No, I'm just playing. But hey, they got some crazy talk about them too. Let's be for real. All right. So at the end of the motherfucking day, what he said had happened was, I would shout out to the platform that I heard it on, but I don't know how bold that they want to be. They can put it in the comment section if they want to put it out there themselves. But I don't want to like physically just say where I'm hearing from, because they really be having a lot of tea. And I thank you for that. You know who you are, because allegedly you kind of locked in with what be going on behind the scenes. So it's just tough. I just ain't gonna be able to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. All right, let's move forward. So allegedly what had happened was this big platform perfected show was not being, it was like on the screen, and even on the screen probably to this day. Yeah, even on to this day. And he said he doesn't even want the show to where he's, doing stand up and stuff like that. He doesn't even want that to be watched because he doesn't get a cent. And he hasn't received a cent from any of the production of it because he signed on the dotted line saying that he wouldn't receive a percent. And maybe the cent was going to be much later when he was done. I can't say it was never a cent there because I just can't imagine. But he quit before because he had went a long period of time, and according to him, he didn't receive a dime. Like, that would make most people quit a lot of stuff. It's like, show me the money. Where is the money? And I'm making y'all money, so where is my cut? You know what I'm saying? So months go by, he's not getting money, he's not getting paid. It's not funny, but that's just something I had put in the clip, you know. But at the same time, it is kind of funny because it's like you sign your life away on a dotted line thinking you was about to get racked, you know, on your last chance to make a come up. And that's why people say people be just signing whatever. That's why it's important to read. That's why it's important to not trust everybody that comes around you, because a lot of devils in sheep's clothing. There's a lot of people in false disguises. So anyway, he was thinking that they was good because you know how people are, they'll laugh and smile in your face, kiki ha ha, like everything's great, but behind the scene they just plotting on your demise. They don't care what happens to you, if anything happens to you, whatever. But they put it like a stone clad seal and proof to where they didn't have to pay him if they didn't want to, you know, or they didn't have to pay him to those months that he wasn't getting paid before he quit. And after he quit, they still haven't paid him. He's yet to receive anything. But even though he's no longer a part of that chapter, they're still producing it on a certain network that him and other people have said they've had problems with. There's a very well known channel that produces stuff. And I think, you know, he was like, dang, this is wrong. This is wrong. And he tried to talk to him and he said, you know, they weren't trying to hear that. They was like, too bad, so sad. Get somebody else to do it because we don't care. And they're still making money off of his production, and he has yet to receive a statement. But he also signed that away because he was basically saying that they could use his likeness, you know. And I heard that first from Ariane Courier of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So obviously she's in the legal field because I didn't even know what that motherfucking was. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe she know connects or whatever. So apparently he signed away his rights to his self, his publication, his situation. And so that's what really set him off. And he was already struggling when he signed, allegedly, and that's kind of why he signed. And this all is alleged T, that was talking on the Per T streets. And so with that being said, yeah, a lot of people would be mad. It's like, yo, pay me. Bro, pay me. Sis, what do you mean? What the freak do you mean? So we knew he's not crazy. Like, that was the image that people were trying to say, like he had a problem, something was wrong with him. Like, that's a lot of times what they do to certain artists, certain people in a certain community. They try to paint a picture of them like they're so far gone, when the reality is the people that's playing with their top and their time, they're so far gone because they don't really freaking give a dang, because to be honest, they're probably soulless, to be honest. So when you're selling your soul, you just didn't know who you're selling it to, because literally people can put on masks. And apparently they're saying people is putting on full-grown bodysuits up in this piece. So apparently, like, it don't even matter what you thought it wasn't that, you know. It's like nothing personal. It's a business, and it's a business ran by people that we probably wouldn't even suspect to even be accustomed to or into that sort of thing, but they run it, and that's good for them because they're making the money, they're making the bag. And at the end of the day, that's a lesson learned. Don't be mad at it, but just look at it as a lesson learned. Do bigger, do better. Do your research on how you can loop around it and do something different. You know, you don't have to use that exact name. You could switch it up. And that's what he was basically saying. If he did pursue something or do something different, he has to pretty much use a different name. And like, allegedly, is he was kind of pretty much saying like they really kind of own his name right now a little bit. If not his name, then that piece that was a part of his name. And I don't know how long that was, because basically he was pretty much saying like it's like a lifetime sort of thing, and they really worked it out to where he screwed over for life and they're getting paid regardless, and he's yet to receive a dime. So yeah, bro, you was pretty much done wrong. But a lot of times, instead of like internalizing that, look that up and be like, okay, that's a teachable moment. What did I learn from this? Okay, let's do better. Let's build. Let's help the next person not let it happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And there's loopholes around that, because your name was thought of probably by you, maybe by them, but it could be thought of another name, because it's at the end of the day, a name doesn't define a person who they is. It's part of it, but it's your talent, your ability, your rawness. And if you're going to focus on the past, the hurt, the turmoil, then you're going to be stuck in that, and you're not going to be any good for what you could be and what you was going to be before they stopped your train. And yeah, they may get a part of that likeness, but you can create your own likeness and something else. We got so many different name changes, so many different things, so many different whatever. They can't own a person. They can own a name. They can't own you. They may make it look like they can own you, but at the end of the day, they can't own you. You know, so at the end of the day, I'm looking forward to what comes from the situation. Thank you for sharing it with us, because I knew you weren't crazy. Like, we knew you weren't crazy, you know, and I see that you do hang around Kanye. He's also kind of pictured in the same light. So, yeah, you know, just keep a level head, continue to push forward, and definitely don't give up. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at the His House for your alleged tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more. So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe, especially if you've been here before. Come back again and again. But subscribe and join the fam band. We'd love to have you. And if you liked anything that was said on today, or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree, and comment down below.